Hi guys, thank you for viewing Scorp Tarot. This video is for the sign of Pisces. This is a mid-July 2017 through the end of July 2017 video. This is a mid-month reading. Alright guys, this is a 9, if you watched my channel previously, this is a 9-card reading, which is what I usually do for my monthly readings. Guys, I wanted to thank you all for supporting and watching the June monthly videos, the July monthly videos, and the mid-yearly videos. You guys, the comments that you guys left for those videos, I read them all. I appreciate you supporting, liking the videos, subscribing to the channel, and just your support overall. Guys, this is as I said, this is a 9-card reading that I'm doing, this monthly reading. It's a general reading. If you are interested in getting a reading that's specific to you and your energies and situation, I do offer private readings. The price list is in the description section on my channel. I offer 3 different time options: a 15-minute, a 30-minute, and a 1-hour reading. And like I said, the prices are listed on in the description section on the channel. If you're interested in a private reading, just send me an email at ScorpTarot, ScorpTarot @gmail.com. Let me know what reading you're interested in getting and purchasing, and I will send you an invoice, and you handle all of the checkout and settling that invoice. You do that through PayPal, so it is a secure site, and it's easily to maneuver, and it's quick. Once you settle that invoice, they notify me, let me know it's settled, and we can go ahead and get you scheduled for your reading within 24 to 48 hours. All right, now guys, my readings are the demand is really picking up quickly, so the scheduling time and appointment times are going fast. So if you're interested, then go ahead and let me know, send me an email, and we can get you scheduled and on the books. All right, so this is a 9-card reading for the sign of Pisces for the mid-July 2017 through the end of July. And that's approximate time. This energy may flow into August also. All right, guys, so Universe Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Pisces for this mid-July 2017 reading? What do you want to communicate with the sign of Pisces, Creator? What should the Pisces be aware of this mid-July to end of July reading? Only the highest energies of love, light, truth come through these cards. Creator, Universe, Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Pisces? What do you want to communicate with the sign of Pisces in this 9-card reading, Creator? What messages do you have for the sign of Pisces? What do you want to communicate with the sign of Pisces in this reading? What should the Pisces focus on? What do you want to make them aware of these last 2 to 3 weeks of July? What energies do you have for the sign of Pisces for this mid-July 2017 reading? What should they focus on? What do you want to communicate with the sign of Pisces, Creator? What messages do you have for the sign of Pisces, Creator? What do you want to communicate with the sign of Pisces for the last few weeks of this mid-July to end of July 2017 reading? All right, Pisces, this is the last card. What messages do you have for the sign? There it is. All right, Pisces, let's see what Universe Spirit has for you in this 9-card reading. What messages Universe Spirit wants to give you for this mid-July. Okay. All right, Pisces. You know what, Pisces? For you to be a water sign, you don't have not one cup card, which is water energy. All right, so the main focus, I can see right off hand, the main focus for you this month, Pisces, is fire energy. It's assertive energy. It's moving forward in something. Pisces. So we're going to go ahead and start with your major arcana. You have the High Priestess. That makes sense. You're a water sign. You're intuitive. You use intuition, wisdom. As you can see that moon on that card. The moon is always associated with wisdom, intuition. And you know about that, Pisces. This high priestess, she's the keeper of wisdom, knowledge, truth. She's mysterious. But what she does is she's able to retain the spiritual wisdom and knowledge from the spiritual world, and she brings it into the physical world. All right? That's her power. Next, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Pisces, you got the Nine of Pentacles. That's amazing. Nine of Pentacles speaks of prosperity, financial security. Prosperity, financial security. That's amazing. Next, you have the King of Swords. Now, you know, just because this is a king, Pisces, this is going to be male or female energy. The attributes of this King of Swords, he's refined. He has a way about him. He's assertive. He is powerful. He's wise. And like I said, he has a way about him, how he moves. You see, he has his weapon with him, but it's not raised. And you know what? Pisces, I'm picking up on some energy here. Normally, this King of Swords is of a higher energy for me. But this card can also mean, because, you know, I talked about him being refined, powerful, assertive, and having a way about him that he can dominate with just his words and his presence. But you know what? Another meaning for this card that sometimes applies, and I believe it applies in this situation in your reading, you see that sword is pointing down. Some readers read that as holding back the truth, not being truthful, and for some reason I'm getting that in your reading. I don't know who this person is, this King of Swords, Pisces, but you need to be very careful with discerning his using wisdom and intuition that you naturally have to discern his motives. You need to be very careful with, and I'm not saying he's has corrupt motives or negative motives. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you need to be careful with this person, because he may be the type of person who holds the truth back. Doesn't fully come out and lie, but doesn't tell you the whole truth so that you can make an educated, good decision. And that may be to your detriment, because the next card you have is the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands speaks to having to defend yourself, or feeling like you have to defend yourself. Somebody's coming at you, and you feeling like you have to defend yourself. But the universe is saying you need to do that because you're on a higher ground. See all those swords coming at you? And see, this is fire energy. That could be Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, Pisces. It could be somebody from the fire suit that's coming at you. Or it's a lot of quick chatter about you. Or people are challenging you. Could be that. Next, you have the Two of Wands, Pisces. The Two of Wands speaks to balance. Again, this is fire energy. Like I said, this is assertive energy. All right. Next, you have the Queen of Pentacles, Pisces. You have a lot of people in this reading. You got the King of Swords, and now you have the Queen of Pentacles. This Queen of Pentacles, that's earth energy. She's grounded. She's abundant with earthly goods. She's prosperous, successful. And you know, this Queen of Pentacles is fixed energy. A lot of times these fixed signs can be slow to make a decision. They're usually very good with their money, but they're slow to make a decision. They're fixed energy, so they like comfort. All right. Next, you have the Wheel of Fortune. It's always good to see this. The Wheel of Fortune speaks to the wheels of destiny are turning in your favor, Pisces. So regardless to whether somebody is coming at you and you feeling like you have to defend yourself, the universe is saying if you stay balanced, the wheels of fortune are turning in your favor. And that turning in your favor is going to lead to financial security. But you have to, in the meantime, use your wisdom, intuition, power to discern anybody that's coming in your life, anybody who's involved in your business, home, professional life. You need to discern, because you may have to put up some boundaries to protect yourself so that you can stay balanced, so that you can have success. And you know what? Look at this. I didn't even realize this, so I just looked at this. You got some fast moving energy. Remember I said right off the bat that this was very assertive, fast moving energy. You have not only the Wheel of Fortune, which speaks of the Wheel of Fate turning in your favor, but you right behind that, you have the 8 of Wands. That's a sudden positive change. A sudden positive change, Pisces. So you know what? You maybe had to defend yourself, but the universe is giving you a double message that's affirming. As long as you use your intuition to discern, stay balanced, and be vigilant, which that's what this page of Swords talks about. Be vigilant and quick with the truth. Or it could talk about a quick message coming in. And I'm thinking that it's talking about a quick message coming in because it sits on this last row where these wheels are. This is going to be, you're going to get a sudden positive message. It's going to come in fast, and it may be a text message, an email. So this last 2 weeks of July, Aries, make sure you're checking your email. Make sure you're checking your voicemails. Make sure you're checking your text messages, because you're going to get messages that have to do with a sudden positive change and the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor. But you need to be vigilant, and you need to be make sure you're paying attention to what's going on. And maybe that's what the universe is saying with this wisdom and intuition. Be thorough. Protect yourself. Protect your boundaries. And if you do that, you will have financial abundance. But be kind of careful with this person, this King of Swords, because I don't really get good energy with him. You know, I don't really get good energy with him. So just be careful and make sure that you're protecting yourself, protecting your finances, and protecting your back, your interests, protecting your interests, and stay balanced so that you can have financial prosperity and security, and you can have success and be balanced. All right? So that's your message, Pisces. This was a quick one. You got some sudden positive changes coming in. But it will require that you stay balanced and protect yourself. It's going to require that. And it will require that you know, we always are called to use our intuition. We never can turn that off. Always, you know, use your intuition and wisdom. But also, in these next 2 weeks, make sure you're checking your messages, voicemails, and emails, because you're going to get some sudden, you're going to get some good news that comes in suddenly. All right, Pisces. Thank you guys for watching my channel. Thanks for checking out Scorp Tarot, guys. I appreciate all of your support. If this message resonated with you, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're interested in a private reading, please contact me at ScorpTarot@gmail.com, ScorpTarot@gmail.com. Like I said, if you go ahead and email me, let me know what reading you're interested in as far as time slot. I will go ahead and forward you an invoice, and we can usually get you scheduled within 24 to 48 hours. All right, guys. Thank you again. Thank you, guys. I hope the previous 2 weeks of July were good to you. And I hope this remainder 2 weeks of July will be even better. All right, Pisces. Thanks for watching my video. Make sure you guys tune in to Scorp Tarot, because I'm constantly putting up new videos. All right, guys. Thanks, and namaste.